Hello, dear AP TET candidates. Welcome back to my Grammar for Success channel. In this video, I'm going to give you the second model question paper. I request all of you to watch this video and try to answer almost all the questions that are given here and think it is only a kind of practice question paper. I also request all of you to share this video with all your friends who are also going to take the TET examination very shortly along with you. Thank you so much. Now let's get into the video. AP TET English Model Question Paper 2. This is slightly tough TET cum TRT standard. And first of all, I'm going to give you as many as 10 questions on vocabulary. Okay, and you try to answer all of them, right? And here the first question goes like this. Choose the word most nearly similar in meaning to obstinate. If you can know the meaning of this obstinate, you can give the similar meaning of that. Okay. Stubborn, gentle, polite, and mild. So you have to mention the synonym for this obstinate. You go to the next question. Choose the antonym of hostile. So the antonym means the opposite of that word. Friendly, angry, cruel, arrogant. You go to the third question. Identify the correctly spelt word. So every time a question is being given on this spelling, and therefore be on the alert. And remember, before you give the spelling of any word, you must cut the word into syllables. Then only you can give the correct spelling. And here the word given for correction of spelling is accommodate. And what is that word which has the correct spelling? Okay, and you have to choose that one which has the correct spelling. Fourth question, choose the correct pair of homophones. Here the options are like this: right, right, weak, weak, both A and B, and none. You know very well, homophones means, I have already made it clear that homo means same. Okay, and phone means what is that? Sound. So that means same sound. Same sound means same pronunciation. That means words having same pronunciation but having different spelling and different meaning are called homophones. So of these four options, you choose the right option. You go to the next question. Choose the correct one word substitution for what? Here one sentence is given. For this, you have to choose the one word substitute. One who looks at the bright side of things. And what is that person called? As pessimist, optimist, realist, altruist. Okay, and you go to the next question. Choose the correct meaning of the idiom. On the idioms also you are going to be given some question. So here one idiom is given, to make a mountain out of a molehill. What is the meaning of this idiom? So here four options are given: to exaggerate a small problem, to climb a mountain, to ignore difficulties, to invent a lie. So these are the four options given here. You have to choose the right one. Ninth question, choose the correct phrasal verb. That means on the phrasal verbs also some question is being asked. So here one question is given like this: he dashed the plan because it was impractical. What are the options given under this? Just let us look at them. Called off, turned out, took on, went over. So what is the right phrasal verb that can fit in this blank as your answer? Now you move on to the next question. Rearrange the letters GNI, MEAN. Okay, these are the letters given, and now you have to form these letters into a meaningful word. So what are the options given here? Meaning, manage, enigma, engine. Okay, and in this way 10 questions are over on vocabulary. And now you go to the second section, grammar, and 11 to 30. That means 20 questions are given on grammar. These are very, very important. Try to answer all of them. I'm giving you this easy question paper only to fill you with some kind of confidence in yourself. Identify the main verb in the sentence. Now he is asking you to identify the main verb. What is the sentence given here? She has written a poem. And in this sentence, what is the main verb used? You know, we have two kinds of verbs, helping verbs, main verbs. And about the helping verbs, I have mentioned, I have explained in the first explanatory video. And here about the main verbs, you have a very good idea. Has written poem, she. 12th question, fill in the blank with a suitable model. So about the model auxiliaries also, I have told you a little bit in the previous video. You know, shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must. So these are the model auxiliaries. Okay, and now you are supposed to fill in the blank with the suitable model. You dash respect your elders. So here what are the options given? May, should, can, will. So what model auxiliary should be used in this blank? You please think of and use it. And you go to the next question, identify the correct sentence. So that means, you know, some 4 options are given. You have to choose the correct sentence. The news are good. The news is good. The news were good. The news be good. Which is the correct sentence? You know that very well. You try your best to answer this question. You go to the 14th question, choose the correct preposition. He divided the cake, okay, dash 6 children. Okay, some blank is given here, and now let us look at the options given: among, between, with, into. So with which preposition would you like to fill in this blank? Please think of and try to fill in that blank with that preposition. 15th question, identify the correct use of tense. That means on the tenses, one question will be definitely given in your TET examination. And here, by the time you arrive, look at this part of the sentence. By the time you arrive, we dash dinner. So some blank is given here. And now what options are given here under this? Let us have a look at them. Here you pay attention. Had finished, will have finished, finished, were finishing. So you know which tense is to be used in that blank, okay, that you have to decide. And you go to the next question, 16th one, change into indirect speech. That means some direct speech sentence is given here. You have to change that into the indirect speech. So what is that sentence given? He said, I have done my duty. So it's a very normal and simple sentence is given in the direct speech. And now what must be its indirect speech? So let us look at the given options. He said that he had done his duty. He said that he has done his duty. He said that I had done my duty. He said that he did his duty. So what is the right option? Okay, you can choose that as your answer. 17th question, choose the correct conditional. Conditional means conditional sentence. If you heat ice, it dash. It's very important. And here, let us look at the options given. Melts, melted, melting, will melt. Which is to be used in this blank? So it's going to be very important. I will talk to you about this kind of conditional sentences. Please don't miss the explanatory video that I am going to upload tomorrow. Right. And here you pay attention. 18th question. Choose the correct conjunction. On conjunctions also, some question is being given. Okay. And here you pay attention. He didn't come. Dash, he was ill. He didn't come, dash, he was ill. So what to be used in this blank? So let us look at the given options. Because he was ill, and he was ill, so he was ill at him. Which conjunction is to be used here? You know very well. You go to the next question. 19th one, identify the type of clause underlined. So some clause is underlined, you have to name that clause. Okay, I remember what you told me. So here this is the part underlined. What kind of clause is this? You have to choose from the given options, whether it is a noun clause or an adjective clause or an adverb clause or a main clause. You know that very well. You choose it. 20th question, choose the correct transformation. About the transformation, I have already told you in the first video. Transformation means changing one form of the sentence into another form of sentence without changing its meaning. That itself is called transformation. And here you pay attention. He said, please open the door. So now this is the sentence given here. You have to transform it into the other part. So he requested to open the door. He requested me to open the door. He requested that I open the door. He said, open the door. You choose the correctly transformed sentence of this sentence. And here you pay attention. 21st sentence, choose the correct question tag. On the question tag, definitely a question will be given to you. Now you look at the given sentence. Let us go for a walk dash. So what question tag to be used here? And the sentence is beginning with letters. Whenever the given sentence begins with letters, the question tag must be fixed and specific. I have made a wonderful video on question tags. So you please watch that video and you can learn many more things, not one or two, many more things are given. The options given are shall we, will we, do we, can we. 22nd question, choose the correct word order. Correct word order. That means some 4 options are given here. You have to choose that sentence in which the words are placed in the grammatically correct order. So that is there. Never I have seen such beauty. I have never seen such beauty. Never have I seen such beauty. I have never such beauty seen. So this is going to be very important. I'm going to give you some explanation about this question. And here you pay attention. 23rd one, choose the correct form. He is looking forward to dash his vacation. What to be used in this blank? Now let us look at the options. Take, taking, took, takes. You know that very well. Identify the function. That means in the examination, you'll be given some sentence and you are asked to find out the function of that sentence. So, for example, here some sentence is given. Shall we play a game of chess? That is the question. And in this question, what function do you find? Do you find a command? Do you find a suggestion? Do you find a request? Or do you find a piece of advice? What do you find in this question? Okay, what function do you find in this question? So that you have to choose. You go to the next question, choose the correct tense. Again, a question on tense is given. You pay attention. She dash in the school since 2015. Some blank is given here. What to be used in that blank? Now let us look at the given options. Is teaching, taught, has been teaching, had taught. What to be used in this blank? You only know that answer, you choose it. And you go to the next question. Identify the part of speech. On the part of speech also, a question is going to be given definitely. So be on the alert. So identify the part of speech of the underlined word. Underlined word. He is a fast runner. So this fast is underlined and italicized. So what is the part of speech of this word? And here you look at the options. Adverb, okay, noun, adjective, verb. You have to find out what part of speech this word will belong to. 27th question. Identify the linker. Linking words are called linkers, or in other words, conjunctions or connectors. So he not only passed the test, dash also topped the class. Some blank is given here, and let us now look at the given options. But also, and as well. So these are the options given, and you have to choose the relevant linker in that blank. And you go to the next question. Choose the correct agreement. On subject verb agreement also some question is going to be given, and here each boy and each girl dash given a gift. Remember, this is also a very important question, okay, and I'm going to explain this question a little bit elaborately. So each boy, each girl, and what to be used in this blank now? Were or are or was or have. What to be used in this blank? You know that very well, you choose it. And you go to the next question. Identify the type of sentence. So some sentence is given, you have to identify that type of sentence. And here you pay attention. Please be quiet. What type of sentence is this? Okay, and is it an assertive sentence? Is it an exclamatory sentence? Is it an imperative sentence? Is it an interrogative sentence? You only know that you can choose it as your answer. 30th question. Choose the correct word to fill in. Okay, what question is given here? The teacher asked the students to be dash. What to be used in this blank? Now let us look at the given options. Silence, silently, silent, silenced. What correct word to be used in that blank? You only think about it and then choose it as your answer. And you go to the next aspect of the question paper, conventions of writing. Conventions means rules. Okay, rules and regulations of writing. And on this I'm going to give you 5 questions, you know very well. And here identify the correctly punctuated sentence. On punctuation, 4 options are going to be given. You have to choose that sentence in which the punctuation marks are correctly used. Okay, and here you pay attention. Dr. Reddy is a famous surgeon. 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 What is that sentence which is correctly punctuated? You please choose that one as your answer. Choose the sentence with the correct capitalization. On the use of capital letters also, a question is being asked. Okay. My brother lives in Delhi. My brother lives in Delhi. My brother lives in Delhi. My brother. So here are given 4 options, and one of them has the capital letters properly and correctly used, and that sentence is going to be your answer. Now you move on to the next question, 33rd one. Choose the correct use of apostrophe. Apostrophe means this mark, this is called apostrophe. So correct use of apostrophe. So the boys' books are new. The boys' books are new. The boys' books are new. So here, of these 4 options, you have to choose that sentence in which this apostrophe is correctly and properly used. So that is going to be your answer. 34th one, choose the correctly punctuated sentence. Again, he is asking a question on punctuation marks. So here are given 4 options. You have to choose that sentence which is correctly punctuated. So honesty, said the teacher, is the best policy. 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 Of these 4 options, one sentence is correctly punctuated, and that sentence is going to be your answer. You go to the next question, 35th one. Identify the correct punctuation mark used for strong feelings. You know about the strong feelings. My God, my goodness. Okay, bravo, alas. Okay, shh. Okay, all such things are there. So they're all strong feelings. What punctuation marks will you use after that? Is a question mark, comma, exclamation mark, or colon. So you choose the right one. Discourses. Discourses means, okay, connected speeches or writings are called discourses, and 5 questions are given on the discourses. Here you pay attention. Which of the following is a formal discourse? Formal discourse. What is that? Diary entry, friendly letter, report, dialogue. What of these 4 is the formal discourse? So now you have to choose the right one, and you go to the next question. A notice should be long and descriptive, short and factual, poetic, narrative. How should a notice be? Whether it should be long and descriptive or short and factual, poetic and or narrative. You know that very well. And you go to the next question. Which is the most suitable closing for a friendly letter? Friendly letter. For a friendly letter, what should be the suitable closing? Yours affectionately, yours faithfully, yours sincerely, respectfully, yours. So you know that very well, and you can choose it as your answer. 39th one, a biographical sketch focuses mainly on. So about this biographical sketch, you have a beautiful idea, and here this biographical sketch is also called a bio sketch, and it is a brief account of someone's life, some person's life. Okay, and especially focusing on that person's achievements, character, and contributions, etc. What does this bio sketch focus mainly on? Means here the writer's opinions, events of a person's life, fictional characters, and humor. So what is the right one? You go to the next question, 40th one, the tone of a report. What should be the tone of a report? Here, personal, emotional, objective. Objective means thinking about others and talking about others, that is called objective. So personal, emotional, objective, exaggerated. So what is the tone of a report? And here dictionary skills are there. On the dictionary skills also, if I have framed 5 questions, and now you pay attention to the 41st question. Choose the word that comes last alphabetically. And what are the words given here? Climb, climate, cling, clinic. Okay, and you go to the next question. The term etymology refers to etymology. What is this etymology? Etymology refers to here origin of words, pronunciation. What is that? Spelling or synonyms. What does this etymology refer to? So you know that very well. You choose it as your answer. 43rd question. The stress in examination falls on the first syllable, second syllable, third syllable, fourth syllable. See, before you give the stress on any word, you have to cut the word into syllables. For example, this examination is there. Examination. So how many syllables are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 syllables are there. And where does the stress fall on this word? Whether on E, that's the first syllable, on the second one, or third one, or fourth one, or fifth one. So that you know very well. I have also made a beautiful video on stress pattern and all that. You please watch that video and you can come to know so many things from that video. Okay, if time permits you only, right? And here you pay attention. 44th question. A dictionary provides pronunciation through what? Through what? Phonetic symbols, spelling, meanings, grammar notes. Okay, you go to the next question. 45th one. Which of the following is not a dictionary feature? What is that which is not a dictionary feature? Here you pay attention. Guide words, examples, rhyme scheme, part of speech. What is not a dictionary feature? You know that very well, right? Now the last section of this question paper is reading comprehension. On this reading comprehension, 5 questions are composed or framed, and here I have given you a small comprehension passage. You have to read it on your own and then you have to answer all the questions that are given under that passage. That is the job you have to do in the examination. Here, the Earth's environment is under threat due to pollution and deforestation. These are very important. Today you can find a lot of pollution everywhere, and you can also find deforestation, especially in India. Human activities have disturbed the natural balance. And that is why in Hyderabad, in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and in India, you can find unexpected rains, heavy rains, and storms. All such things are happening. In the USA, there is a strict rule. Big trees will be there. Birch trees will be there. And oak trees will be there. Many kinds of trees will be there. You cannot cut down any tree. If you want to cut down any branch of a tree, you have to obtain the permission from the relevant authorities. That strict rule is there. ఒక చిన్న కొమ్మ కొట్టేయాలంటే కూడా పర్మిషన్ తీసుకోవాలి. మన ఇండియాలో ఇష్టమైన ఇబ్బడి ముబ్బడిగా చెట్లు నరికేస్తే నేచర్ ఇంబ్యాలెన్స్ గాక ఏమవుతుంది? Human activities have disturbed the natural balance. If we wish to survive, if you want to live in this world for some more time, what should we do? We must protect our environment. But we are not going to do that. He will make some venture and all the big trees will be cut down. And he will plant small saplings. చిన్న మొక్కలు పెడతాడు, పెరిగి పెద్ద కావాలి. ఇవి అమ్ముడు పోయేదాకా నీళ్ళు కొడతాడు. ఇవన్నీ అమ్ముడు పోయాక వాడు నీళ్ళు కొట్టాడు, ఏం కొట్టాడు. రిజల్ట్ ఏంటంటే those plants will also get dried up. That means we are cutting down the branch on which we are sitting. మనం కూర్చున్న కొమ్మ మీనే మనం నరుక్కుంటున్నట్టుగా ఉంది ఇక్కడ వ్యవహారం ఇండియాలో ముఖ్యంగా. Yes, if we wish to survive, we must protect our environment and promote sustainable development, everlasting development for future generations. ఇప్పుడు అన్ని చెట్లు కొట్టేసిపోతే వచ్చే జనరేషన్ వాళ్ళు ఎలా బతకాలి? How should they live? Have you ever thought about that? We never think about the future generations. We think about ourselves, our selfish motives, our selfish ends, our selfish interests and all that. నేను, నా కుటుంబము, నా పిల్లలు బాగుంటే చాలు, అవతలోడు ఎటు పోతే నాకు అవసరం లేదు. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద ఫిలాసఫీ దట్ యూ కెన్ ఫైండ్ విత్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద ఇండియన్ ఎంటర్ప్రెన్యూర్స్. సో ఎన్ని చెట్లు కొట్టేశారు, ఎన్ని మంచి మంచి చెట్లు, పెద్ద చెట్లు. అంత పెద్ద చెట్టు పెరగాలంటే ఎంతకాలం కావాలి? So beautiful passage. And here the main idea of the passage. What is the main idea of the passage? Human progress, environmental protection, urban development, modern technology. 47th one, the word sustainable means what? Sustainable development means temporary, no. Long lasting, short term, fragile. Natural balance refers to, natural balance means balance in diet, balance between nature and humans, political balance, population balance. What is the right one? You think of that and write down that. And here 49th question, the last but one question. According to the passage, human survival depends on, human survival means human life depends on what? Pollution, deforestation, environmental protection, technology. Only you know that. And you go to the last question of this question paper. The tone of the passage is comic, warning, indifferent, tragic. You only think about this passage, and in the light of the meaning of this passage, you only choose the most relevant answer for this question. And with this, the question paper will come to an end. General English TET is different from DSC TET English. So I'm going to make videos even for those DSC TET candidates, and even the DSC TET candidates can also solve these questions, because most of the syllabus pertains to them also. If you have any problem, you can make a mention of it. With the explanatory video, I shall be back to you. Until then, bye. See you, all of you.